Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 571, where we're very slowly realizing I should probably just stop numbering these episodes because I'm trying to feel old every time I'm reading them. I am your host for the Brony community for this week. I am Circuit Main. And I am joined here by a wonderful group of panelists as we once again delve into the Brony community as a whole. We are, of course, joined by DM 20 and 1.
Hello, I found out how to do it on the phone.
Phrasing! For the love of God, phrasing! God.
Oh, he got the attachment.
No! This is our last episode now. Congratulations, everybody. We've officially sunk ourselves.
Oh, we've done worse.
Seriously, he's talking about a soundboard. Moving on, we also have Deathlight Productions.
Hi.
We are also joined by Tokoi.
Hi.
Take-
Second, don't worry. You will hold the belt of longest running show.
That's Tech.
Yo.
And also from the Otaku Ascended and VTuber extraordinaire and friend of many pals, Tsuki. yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
We're opening up the floodgates, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much. We're already starting somewhere. And of course,
that's the only one I'm gonna do. It's the only one I'm gonna do.
at least until the actual guesser, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
okay, everyone, and yes, we're here to bring you the Brony community for this week, and what a week it has been. But I'll get to that in a little bit. But for that, of course, we are going to, for the topic for the show today, I'm actually kind of excited. We're going to be going back to an old, not an old one, but one we did several months back, and I was reminded of it, and I figured now's a good time to go ahead and bring it out before we go on to another massive cavalcade of games and mods, which I'm not kidding. I basically have 3 or 4 now that I have my pick to choose from. We, of course, are going to be doing Pony Guesser, which is the fun little game where images from My Little Pony episodes will show up on screen, and we have to guess what episode they are from. Now, to add a little bit of spice to this one, we are going to be making it a bit of a competition for people who want to participate. We are going to be using the Discord soundboard to allow them to pick their buzzer. And of course, from there, once they pick, we're just going to play the game show and see who can get the most points. Because we can. But before we do that, of course, it's time to warm up our vocal cords, air the grievances, let loose into a glimpse of our daily lives, and what better way to do that than with a ton of wub? Because I'm sure some of us can really use a lot of wub right now. But we'll get into that in just a moment here. We'll start with some What's Up Brony. So, I'll go ahead and start us off right off the bat. What's up, Bronies?
Oh,
I'm gonna make it very quick. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Be back.
Okay, so Suki's making a sandwich. That's what's up. All right, Toa, you go ahead.
Oh, I wanted to do a what's a wub, but a secondhand devotion, but that seems very cruel. Otherwise, I've just been dealing with life and all the funness that goes with it.
Okay. Anybody want to add in their wubs, or should I go ahead and go on the tirade?
I was gonna make divide my story up between tomorrow and today, but at last minute I found out I had a long day today, so I did all of it yesterday, all the rest of it yesterday.
Awesome.
Which resulted in going to bed at a later time than I usually do.
Not quite as awesome, but still awesome.
And I posted it in content creation, but to Circuit first in case he wanted to put it on the show notes himself before anyone saw it in the show notes.
Oh, I'll definitely get it plugged into the show notes either way. It just allows me to keep things organized.
Yeah, my weekend was all right.
Hmm.
Last week was a little draining, but not too bad.
Yeah. Well, glad to hear that. And I can't wait to get a chance to get a little bit of the read here. And
Thank you.
anybody else have any other what's up, Brony they want to throw out there before I get started on my little tirade?
Well,
Hmm?
just been in blizzard conditions for the past 4 days now. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't quite feel that. We've only had a couple of days, and it was only really the afternoon and the evening where it really hit hard for us.
Yeah, for me, I was dealing with that all shift, all 10
Oof.
hours of it.
Ugh. Ow, ow, ow. I feel for you. I really do.
As soon as you get numb, you're fine.
Well, I'm glad that the numbness definitely helped with your pain and agony there.
It's easier when you become numb to it.
Yeah, when you're completely just numb in general. You don't even have not numb
Numb.
to it. You're just numb. You don't even.
You know, when you're getting to that point of being, when you get to frostnip, then going into frostbite, and then you start getting numb. Yeah, that's the golden spot.
Yeah, there you go. That's where you need. But you're almost not dying. You're almost not dying.
The worst
Dying
part
unless.
about
Yeah.
being numb is all the tingling that comes right after the numbing stops.
Oh, you get used to it. Itchy feet and all that.
Fair enough.
No, I mean like if you've been sitting on your leg for too long, you relieve the pressure, but then you get all the pins and needles.
Anyways, I was just very annoyed today, generally, honestly. I was gone from work for 2 days, and in those 2 days, there over 60 orders got stacked up.
Ooh.
And when I asked my coworker, like, why is there so many orders? He's like, I don't know, I'm just not as fast as you. I'm like, well, how many? Because I've suspected it for quite a while. Like, well, how many orders do you print up before you go and grab a part? He's like, oh, I only do it one at a time.
Ouch.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm cocking my head to the side and going, why?
I don't know.
See, I suspected it because that's why they called me back to work there, was because he couldn't keep up with the orders. And I just seen him constantly go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, not much of a multitasker from the sounds of it.
And also, we've been reporting our numbers and stuff. And it's like, I would always double or a little bit more than what he'd pull in a week. So, and if you think about it, I only work generally 4 days a week. He works the full 5.
So you had an extra day on it without having to be paid that extra day.
I'm a monster, I know.
No. I have the same thing. If it's like, okay, if we go into one spot, why don't we just have a list of everything from that one spot so I can pick it up, go, and then bring it back?
Well, yeah. I thought it was common sense.
My
Apparently it's
good
not.
friend, common sense is a misnomer because who thinks the same way as anybody else?
No, well, that's not the saying, but fair enough.
But
Anyway.
the fact I trained him a year ago.
Oh.
I trained him how to do that.
Goes, yeah.
Oof.
Alright, anyway, moving on. Anybody have any other what's up, Brony, before I go on the tirade?
Syncry, can we
Syncry,
will the next YouTube poop into existence, please?
No, it's Tell Your Tale. And I'm afraid we can't, however...
Okay, YouTube poop, I don't know why they interpreted it like that.
No worries, but tell you what, Syncry, there is scuttle that apparently it might be because there's one of the specials that's coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
That might be why the Tell Your Tale hasn't happened this week. So think of it as a good possibility instead of an unfortunate missing. But also considering what happened the week prior, I don't know either.
Wait, Chaos Sakai, are you a fellow McDonald's employee? Have you had to deal with that many things? Over 200 patties?
Well, while that gets answered, I'm going to go ahead and go into mine. Now, everybody, get your holy crap, that sucks disaster bingo worksheet here. Because some of you might actually get a bingo at the end of this one. Let's get started with the more recent things. Starting with what I found on my roof when I got home on Saturday afternoon after my workout.
It looks like you could possibly just nail that back down.
Oh no!
I might be able to possibly nail it back down, but unfortunately, this is far from the first time that this has happened. And honestly, these tiles just need to be replaced outright.
There's supposed to be a rubberized coating in between the tiling and the wooden part of the roof. So if that got degraded to the point where it starts doing that, you pretty much trying to replace the whole roof.
God, don't tell me that.
Oh.
No, seriously,
I'm
don't.
sorry, I worked in construction for a number of years.
I know. But I was already talking with my insurance company earlier today about this, so I'm hoping it's not bad. I'm hoping worst case it's covered by insurance for the most part.
As long as you get on it quick enough, you shouldn't have to replace any of the wood. You should just have to replace the rubberized tiling. So.
Well, I mean, I literally called them the same. I called them the same day, but they didn't respond until this morning. So, well, this morning-ish. So,
And you got extra
hot
time
weekend.
because it's colder than normal. So.
Yeah. So this is to start. So along with this, I'm not gonna lie, this has not been a fun week for me because middle of the week we received reports at my work. The project that we were going towards, unfortunately, did not get approved. To the point where, and unfortunately, this is kind of the project that the entire company was holding out on. So so it's kind of a people might be might be out of a job here in a few months, if not several months. That kind of a position. It's bad, very bad. Granted, I might be a little bit on the luckier side because in my current place, I'm basically kind of an employee for hire that was hired on by somebody else that's working for the company. So kind of contract work, but not at the same time. It's kind of an interesting position, but it kind of lets me a little more flexibility as opposed to others. But it doesn't mean that I'm no less affected by this. And right now it's basically this scrambling and wondering what in the world's going on. So along with this, also for some strange reason I do not know, I also got hit by a massive amount of bills, medical, dental, things like that. Basically a bunch of things started to come at me saying, okay, we need you to pay now. Even though we thought we didn't tell you owed us anything until literally just today. So I got the roof, I got bills, my work is now in question. And
When you start calling all those places one by one, and if you're able to find old bills saying it was paid off, that's why I keep all my receipts.
No, I
have 4 different times with insurance companies.
No, I've been looking through my insurance records, and nothing is indicating that I have paid these. It just looks like they didn't cover everything, but for some reason they decided not to tell me until the beginning of this month.
Okay, yeah, that's extra scummy, honestly. No way.
It's messed up beyond words. And to top off this entire peach, this literally happened right before the pre-show. In fact, some people were overhearing a little bit of the conversation and my grumpiness about it afterwards.
Oh, I heard about it from Saturday.
No, like I said, this literally happened before pre-show. There's no way. VHS and DVR King. Wow, that is some old school tech there. Hello, man. Hello, man. You're at a Betamax? Sorry, just curious about. I just had to throw that out there. Where was I?
I have a question. Are you 30 years old?
And they have been following since February 1st.
Awesome.
Nice.
You know what? Awesome. Love it. Okay. Anyway, final little bit here before we actually move on from the sadness at a circuit. Whoa.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a lot of questions there. One thing, I don't think you're old enough to be here. But
No.
All right, everybody, we're gonna have to keep it clean here. So anyway, this broad comes. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Anyway. Last thing. Actually, the funny thing is, all right. Last little thing here. I did get a call. Now, I decided to do myself both a bit of a birthday gift as well as a promise to myself. Now, this is something I wasn't going to openly advertise until it was actually done, just to make it a big surprise for everybody. But unfortunately, this also ties into crap that just happened. So, I put in a $100 deposit last Saturday. This $100 deposit was for a tattoo parlor that is in my area. Because I'm getting a tattoo.
What kind?
Casio. I'm familiar with Casio, but I believe it was spelled Casio, actually. Where was I?
You're getting a tattoo. You're getting
Tattoo.
Casio tattoo?
Yes, I'm getting a Casio. No! I'm not getting a Casio tattoo. Sorry, I was responding to chat here. No! I mean, interesting, but no. No, I'm going to get a tattoo of Twilight Sparkle. Wow. On my arm. This was something I wanted to do for a long time, and it was actually... It's kind of a goal tattoo in a certain way. To be specific, the goal was... basically, if I was able to get myself together, get a good paying job, and lose enough weight that I was below 300 pounds.
Did you hit all the criteria?
I actually did. I did several months ago.
That's fantastic, dude.
I actually did several months ago. I've just been kind of hesitant about getting the tattoo because you hear about horror stories about tattoos that go horribly, horribly wrong. So I wanted
this one show that does revenge tattoos.
Yeah, I went up and down. Sorry. I'll get to that in a second. I went up and down, going through all of these tattoo parlors and places until I found the perfect one, and then I kept an eye on it for a while. I actually saw these guys doing tattoos at the comic convention here in my area twice. Before I finally decided, you know what, we'll go with them. And here we are. So, and unfortunately, they called me to push back my appointment. Because apparently after... No, well, it's kind of annoying because, the $100 deposit to start, and it was on a Saturday, which would have been good for me, but I had to push it back to Sunday, the same time as my Let's Play. So there's not going to be any Let's Play for me on Sunday because I'm going to get my arm tattooed while the Let's Play time is going.
Man.
Yeah. So, yeah. Big surprise. There's no Let's Play. And all of that talking has started up my headache. So, really quickly. Hey, DVR, VHS and DVR King. Yes, we do have a Discord. We can invite you. We are a little hesitant to bring in people right now, though, because we're trying to revamp it a little bit here on the back end, but we could probably bring him in.
I would let a moderator decide.
Well,
that.
Yeah.
I can't tell you
By
how
bringing
many.
him, do you mean into the server or into the call?
Into the Discord. The Discord, yeah.
I can't tell you how many friends I have that got tattoos and oh, that's really cool, man. Who did it? And they're like, oh, they retired 10 years ago, or oh, they died 2 years ago. I'm like,
yeah, no, this guy.
All the good tattoo artists are either retired or dead around here. I'm so upset.
Yeah, no, this guy's actually really, really good from what I've seen. Granted, apparently, when I went up there, when I went up there and just I want to get a tattoo. Yeah, what do you want a tattoo of? Yeah, I want to get a tattoo of Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony. He's like, oh wow, I've never done My Little Pony before, and it was like, oh shit. just immediate. Oh no!
For years, I've been wanting to get a full sleeve tattoo that goes down to my knuckles.
Oh wow!
And it's gonna be thunder, thunderclouds and lightning going down and hitting my rocks. That's gonna be on my knuckles and whatnot, and spreading rocks. So I was it'd be this photo, almost this photograph on my arm. And I have friends with tattoos like that, just all black and white, fantastic looking. And so I asked them about well, who did your tattoos? And yeah, I get those answers all the time, and I get so frustrated.
All right, really quickly, VHS and DVR King. You don't have to worry about doing an @TTX relay. We actually have a connection between our IRC chat on the Brony Show website as well as the Twitch. The relay just transfers the message, so you could just put in whatever you need to, and the IRC chat should get it. Just a heads up on that.
Yep,
And
we are very old.
we are not that old.
No, we're not.
Well, yes, we are actually. I am that old, but I don't care either. I'm old enough to not care. Anyway,
Speaking of oldness, the Switch is 7 years old.
Don't say
Where we
such
gone?
things.
my aging in pain.
Can you believe that Zootopia came out over a decade ago?
Oh god.
Why must you bring me pain?
Yeah.
That's a
Hey,
joke.
at least
You
it's
did
not
not.
me this time.
have I played Super Mario 64? I remember playing the demo of it when it was in Walmart.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, yes, I do have it. I played it. I played it. I was able to get the All Stars for Switch one because I lost my 64 copy, and it's really a pain to replace that now.
Especially the
Still
All
love it.
Stars one, because that was a short run.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we got enough a little on the track there. That's my What's Up, Brony. Who got bingo?
I'm missing an I, but otherwise I got at least, yeah.
Yahtzee.
Counting.
Well, if you want, I can also say that my cat crept on the carpet downstairs, but that seems to happen a lot more often than not now.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Why do people have to keep reminding me that everything is old? Anyway, I'm gonna get moving on here.
Time keeps on
Somebody
slipping,
did that to
slipping.
me with my Silverado, and I got so upset with it.
It's just like, I get it. I'm old. It's old. It's all old. You know what? The fact that it's
like,
the fact that it's old and people still remember it means it's also timeless. So that's pretty damn awesome. So
yeah, but and like almost
And
everybody
people
says like,
need
yeah,
to-
that's a 10-year-old truck. That's a 10-year-old truck.
Oh, and
It's
people
over
have
20
even
years
made
old now.
mods of that.
Oh.
And people have even made mods of that game.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I think we're going off the rails.
Way
We don't
off
have
the
a
rails.
conductor. We don't have a conductor.
Way off the
Going
rails.
off the rails on a crazy train.
Very much
See,
so.
I'm not the only one that does it.
Yeah. Right.
Hey.
Okay, sorry. Just checking in with something back here. Let's go ahead and get started on the news. Of course, Just My Mage, how's it going over on the YouTube side of things? You just got in just in time for the Brony News. The Brony News, of course, is brought to you by random websites that I go and quickly scrape the information off of because I can't do my own work. However, we are going to give them credit, so thank you so much to Equestria Daily. Let's go ahead and get...
Pony's most extensive news site.
Let's go ahead and start off with the PonyCon Countdown. Of course, this means the pony conventions that are up and coming and very soon to be up and coming. Starting off, we reminder that we have the Festival of Friendship over in the United Kingdom. This looks really awesome. It looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It just dawned on me how much this looks like the pirate characters from the movie, and they're doing the Festival of Friendship. So, you know, congratulations on motif.
Your heart is you are a friendship pirate.
Right. Anyway, yeah, this is in Southampton, United Kingdom, so our friends across the pond are going to have some good old in-person pony fun in just a week and a half. Of course, those of you who are in Europe but cannot attend this, we still have Luna Fest, which is going the week after in Hamburg, Germany. That's also that sounds like an exciting fun time as well. And I hope I can hear reports from both of these, but I wish I could attend them more, but I can't. I mean, we already saw that I'm going to have to pay for roof repairs and other things, so yeah, I've got all that fun stuff going on.
But you still have one convention that you can go to.
We do. I'm hoping I can go to one at the rate this is going, because that's just the other problem that I almost had a issue with. BabsCon, which is going to be at the end of March. Which also brings us to a quick heads up here, just a reminder that on the Monday, April the 1st, funny enough, there will not be a Brony show because I cannot do the Brony show. Because I'll be coming home for Babs. But who here wants to hear how I almost goofed it up too?
Go for it. Aside from like the plane.
Just My Mage, I did do it right. Yeah. I'm gonna be the British Fantasy. Oh, that is awesome, VHS and DVR King. That get a chance.
He provided his username in case one of you can get him into the server.
Yeah, that's
Don't worry. The moderators are looking into the possibility right now. Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
Anyway, so BabsCon, I almost goofed up badly. Actually, we're not sure who goofed up, but something goofed up. Here's what happened. So, I was just playing. I was just relaxing after a normal work day, and I got Haru coming up to me, just like, "Hey, BabsCon, but when did you say we were going to be going?" And I said, "Oh, well, we go the day before, the 28th on Thursday." It's like, "Are you sure it's not the 29th?" I go, "No." I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not. I mean, we'd go the 28th. That's what we have the hotel for, because, we want to get there. We want to get a chance to get ourselves unwind, and we want a chance to get our badges, because especially if we took the 29th, our flights are like in the evening. We would miss a good chunk of the con already. It's like, oh, yeah, well, you see, I took a look at our flights, and we were booked for the 29th to fly. For 29th at 4:30.
What?
PM. Yes. Bad stuff. Bad stuff. So I'm like, oh no, that's not good. I double checked this. I'm checking emails and everything. It's like, that can't be right. I swear we triple checked it that it was the 28th, but no, everything is showing the 29th. I'm just like, I don't know what happened here, but my world's on fire and I don't like it. By the way, this is the next block for your bingo card here. So I get onto Delta's website. I'm just like, okay, don't panic. It says here if we need to experience a flight change, we can go ahead and go through this link and do that. And I'm going, okay, let's do this. I'm going to have to eat the cost here. This is going to suck for me, but we're going to do this. And I go through the flight changes. I'm just like, okay, they got flights on the 28th. And here's one for about the close to the same time as we were going to go ahead and fly out. Let's go ahead and book it. Let's get ready to eat the cost. I'm going to get $2 credit back.
And suddenly he went, what?
So yeah, apparently by sheer dumb luck, the previous day, which I'm actually, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other questions there, but I'm going to leave it alone, was slightly cheaper, just a little bit cheaper. But it also meant basically I could change the flight day for essentially free. So I was able to correct it. So we are now flying out on the 28th. But I have no idea how that happened because I've been doing cons for years. And I have no idea how that happened. That has never happened to me before.
On their part, on their website?
I don't know. We did get an email saying that they had to reschedule one of our flights, but that was on the return trip. And they just made that like 20 minutes later. That's all they did. There was never another thing where we were not going to I don't know what happened. Anyway, whew. Anyway, so yeah, that's the con. We also have ponies online, but we'll get to mentioning that a little bit more when we get close to it. Let's go ahead and talk about all of the goodies and fun things that are coming out. Renegade Games has revealed a new expansion for the pony deck building game, Scholarly Shenanigans. That's right. We already got the ponies. We got the side ponies. We got the royal ponies. We got the trucker ponies. Take a look at my trucker pony.
You got trucker.
We got trucker ponies.
Oh, we're stuck at Discord.
Oh, what about? Oh.
You're not showing.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Also, the sandbar looking at his waifu.
Oh,
Well, we all knew where that was going. Let's face it. Yeah, but yes, more pony decks. Now we have the Student 6 that are going to be getting their own expansion card set. Which
Scholarly Shenanigans.
Scholarly
That's
Shenanigans.
college, ain't it?
I actually like that instead of like trying to do keywords, they have actual symbols.
Well, at least they don't have Friendship University. Good old FU.
Yep.
But yes, right now the listing isn't up to pre-order it, so all we can do is show you that this is a thing that does exist.
It is revealed.
It is revealed. That's all we have. But yes, Student 6 are getting added to the card set, which is really awesome. And it's also a little annoying because I still have to pre-order the other Book RPG series that is supposed to be coming out at some point soon. But let's go ahead and move on to the... Oh no, that's another thing I'm going to have to buy, isn't it? Now, who wants... Do you know where you can get a good plushie?
Where?
Well, I'll tell you where you can get a good plushie. You get a good plushie on the moon!
To the moon, to the wall.
I was
So
about to
you're
say,
saying the
Symbiote
moon-
has really been doing stuff. I know it's probably symbiote, but
It is symbiote, but yes, they showed off a little bit more of the Luna plushie that is soon to come out, and of course soon.
At least she's not mooning us.
Oh,
There are two ways she can moon us.
she can. But in any case, got to make sure we get our bananas ready and our controller set. We have a new princess incoming.
B-N-N-A-N-A-S.
Da-da-da-da. Banana. Anyway, but here's a fun thing. I decided to go to the Symbiote Studios website, mostly just to see how the plushie trades are doing. All the main 6 and Starlight are gone.
Sold out.
Yep, sold out. You only have Trixie, Lyra, a pajama set, and I think there was one other one. Maybe not even that one. I think it might have just been those two now that I think about it.
So in other words, they're doing pretty well for themselves.
They're doing very well for themselves. So it's no surprise that we're seeing more ponies starting to come out. But it also means when these ponies come out, if you want them, do not sit. You have to go after them. So when Derby comes out, you can imagine I'm going to already be hot on my keyboard ready for that one.
You know there's a Cole that would gladly get a death plush.
Oh, I'm going to make sure that he's well aware of it too when it happens.
He will be there day one.
Yep. So, who is ready for comics?
Let's go for it.
Well, guess what? We found out there ain't no rule that says that you can't have critters as a roller derby.
Huh?
It's
Roller
an
derby?
it's an Airbud joke.
Yep.
Ain't no rule that a dog can't play.
And next season they make the rule a dog cannot.
Wallpaper sauce? I do not know. It says Viper at the bottom left, so try looking up Viper and Pinkamena and you might get lucky. Or very unlucky, depending.
Remember, Circuit has an archive of stuff that hasn't been seen in at least 10 years.
Well, most of it's in the wallpaper compilation on Equestria Daily, but thousands of images. It's almost impossible to go through.
Well,
Almost.
yeah, that's what I said, 10 years.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the Kentucky Roller Derby issue number 4 has been revealed. Of course, for some weird reason, we got critters, just random critters. I don't know what that's all about. I'm sure it's related somehow.
Pegasus snails.
Okay, the reason I'm going to say this is just because of the snails. They're trying to do turbo without it being overly silly.
But of course, it looks like this one. Here's the fun one. Apparently, wow, this actually plays like a '90s movie now. You know what? No. Here's what I got so far in the synopsis and what I've seen so far. So, we have somebody that wants to join the team, but they can't. They are not good enough for the team. Of course, one of their friends is on the team, but everybody else on the team is a bunch of jerks. So they confide in their friend that decides to build their own team. They build their own team in their own backyard with their own people. They're just a bunch of up-and-comers, but they're not all that good. But you know what? The coach doesn't want to give up. And what does he have them do? This case, Pip, the coach, is having them go to a roller disco to practice rollerblading in a circle.
You know that's not
This sounds so. It sounds like such a '90s movie.
Yeah.
Also,
If you can dodge
you
it,
guys-
Friday Night Fever, y'all.
dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball.
Oh, anyway, so yeah, this one is dealing with Pep, the coach, taking the team to a disco roller rink to I guess hone their skating skills. Apparently. Oh. Sorry to hear that, Justin, my mage. But at least you got something to go on. Maybe. Sucks to hear about the deactivated account. I think that's actually happened with a couple of my wallpaper images, so I just grabbed the best resolution I could and plopped them in. Because, you know, what else can you do sometimes? Where was I? Try Derpy Boru. You might get lucky. Especially so you have the artist now. Anyway, yeah, so 90s roller disco fever. But if you want the stuff that's actually coming out now, issue 2 of Kentucky Roller Derby has been released.
Ooh, I really like the first cover. That is cool.
Yeah, the first cover that is just screaming action.
Screams 90s. I love it.
This just screams action, and the other
Yeah.
cover just it's screaming something.
All they're missing
Nailed
are
it.
teenagers with attitude.
That's what it's screaming.
A lot of Pega snails, yeah.
Yeah, it's nailed it.
They gotta snail it. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to read the Kentucky Roller Derby yet, but I love the artwork that's going on within it. Definitely, it gives me vibes that it's gonna be fun. But you know what else will be fun? The Set Your Sail series. Of course, this is dealing with the G5 characters going under the sea. Down where it's better.
Scooby-Doo.
Down where it's
Down
not
where it's
better.
better.
Where the Shooby-Doos are. Oh no, what are we doing? Anyway,
That
So-
could be far
It's better
more.
to be wetter. Take it from me.
Okay, we butchered that. Not as badly as Disney, but hey.
okay, so yep. Here's a fun one. Apparently, going over to the seas, Pip is going there because of curiosity's sakes, and she meets Princess Anemone.
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 God dang, why do they have to name something an enemy?
Anemone.
An enemy? My enemy?
The anemone. Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway, it looks like something troubling is afoot with Pip and Zip. And of course also Izzy is involved, as we can tell. As to what is occurring, we'll have to tune in and see. And hello, Lycan! It's awesome seeing you. Boy, we are having a lot of people coming out today. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, you know what else I'm loving? Fan games that have finally been fan games that are still going on. In this case, Ergosphere. Some of you might remember several months ago, maybe even a couple of years ago. I can't remember the last time I played this, but I did demo a little bit of this. Oh god. Anyway, I did demo the Ergosphere game as it was being made on Itch.io.
Wait, was
And-
that the platformer one?
Yeah, it was kind of a platformer one with like sci-fi sword elements and things like that.
Yeah, and you had this weird magic stuff with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So- Huh? Yeah. Anyway, the Ergosphere has officially been marked as complete by the creator. The funny thing about it is apparently it was actually quote unquote completed back in October. But yeah, so
Maybe
it
you're just
actually
finishing some little things.
yeah, but it has been officially completed, and you can actually go onto Itch.io right now and get it. I already paid for my copy, so I could just download the latest copy whenever I want. I already did. So, yeah, this is exciting. So, at some point, we are going to be going into this just to check out the completed product, because I did get a chance to test it out when it was in the earlier stages, and just to have a full experience, another full experience pony game out there on Itch.io is just That is awesome. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to try it. But we're gonna have to wait because I still got a lot of other things I need to do, like today's episode. But dang, but something to look forward to. Another thing to look forward to. This is, of course, oh, wow, I just realized, I got less time on this than I thought. Let's get into this one. I mentioned it last week, but we're going to mention it again. Equestrian Daily is doing their Pony Collection event for 2024. This, of course, is your chance to show off your pony collection, no matter how big or small. All they ask is that if you put it together and you keep it to 1 or 2 images, and it could be anything from a giant collection, from a giant Karen plushies to just little blind bag figures. Just showing it all off, as long as you're not going to cause people to riot in the streets and want to burn down your house. For bad reasons.
So no jars, got it.
No jars. Well, I mean, yeah, no. Anyway, sorry, my brain just caught up with that statement. So the stipulation is it has to be submitted by the 1st of April. So if you're going to BabsCon like I am, you got to do it sooner than that. I actually pretty much have only a couple of weeks to do it, and with everything else going on with me, oh boy. Anyway, I am going to try my best to get what I can of my collection and put up, because I'm not going to lie, I have so much and it's scattered all over the place. But I will do my best to get it all together in a way to show it all off. Or at least as much as I can off, because I may not be able to show all of it off. Not for any bad reasons, it's just, some of it's all over the place and I got like tons of prints and things like that, so, Anyway, just wanted to give people a heads up on that if you want to get your stuff together to show it all off to everybody. And another quick shout out, Ponies at Dawn has released their Blossom album. This, of course, is a full-on Bandcamp album that you can pay whatever you want for and get a big taste of all different Brony musicians making music. This is a big album, 71 different songs. All about the bus driver. Sorry. That just came out of nowhere. 71 different songs from different Brony musicians, all pulling together for pony-themed music. That is just beautiful. And you can pay as little as $1 or as much as 100 or even more. You can pay whatever you want for this and have it all available to you. And that is just such sweet and awesomeness.
Hey.
Yeah. And Secret already is giving it a rave review. So, I'd say, Secret is already giving it a thumbs up. You gotta listen to it now. Secret's giving it a thumbs up.
Heyo, CMC.
Hey.
You found it.
Now, next. Them Fighting Herds. We already mentioned this. We're gonna mention it one more time. The technically final big update for Them's Fighting Herds has been released, unless something happens in the near future, which I can only hope at this point. But this releases Nidra and Bahi, the last of the characters for the season pass. Of course, unfortunately, as mentioned before, there have already been plenty of reports of Bahi being grossly off-balanced compared to everybody else. And there is not a...
Secret.
There's probably not a lot of chance that it's going to get fixed. I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe something good will happen. But all I can really advise is, unfortunately, as the situation is, if you still want to support Them's Fighting Herds, you go ahead and pick up the game. It may help. But unfortunately, this might be the last we really talk in extents of this game. But I'm going to go ahead and we'll move on from there. Let's see. So there's a Dream Tapir. Pokemon also has a Dream Tapir. So there's probably some association. I just don't know what in the world it is.
Actually, it's based on a yokai that does have a tapir appearance, but that is a whole diatribe and a video I could link, but
well,
I get yelled at.
Fair enough. So, Tell Your Tale, the Lone Alicorn. This, of course, did not happen this week. This happened last week. Just a reminder, this did come out if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet. And you want to check it out because it has the one thing we never thought we wanted in life. A Raccoonicorn rave. That's all I need to say. Raccoonicorn wave.
With blackjack, blow, and hookers.
Probably. I don't know. I didn't see it all. But they brought that... anyway, I'm not going to make that joke. We're going to move on.
No, sir. You just don't remember it all.
Anyway, also a reminder, the Crystal Friends have been revealed by Mighty Jax at a recent toy fair. This will be the Royal Pony set. Of course, you have the royalty along next to a window representing them in one way or another. So,
that's fun.
Really awesome, sweet stuff. So yeah, it's been a while since we last saw Crystal Friends, so it's awesome to see them up and coming again, and can't wait for this one to come out. And with that is it for our news, everybody. You can take a deep breath now. We are free of the news.
Yay!
Yeah. Yay. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on here to content creation. So, who's ready for the latest in the content creation category? Well, we're going to get started anyway. So, content creation, our challenge of the week was, of course, Circuit in the Afterlife. But we also had a challenge to go along with it. A challenge of protest, as it were. A protest challenge that was initiated by our pre-show team. So
Cole's not here. But the phrase was, do you ever wonder why we're here?
Do you ever wonder why we're here? And I thought about this one a little bit. And I finally came up with a decent idea. And then I had to challenge myself a little bit on how to draw this stupid thing. So I hurt myself in the process. So, I mean that in all honesty. Because I'm going to tell you, drawing ponies' backsides are a pain. And somehow I managed to get Circa at least somewhat decent. The legs are killing me. I honest, legs are going to be my Achilles heel. Da-da-da-da-da-da!
Legs are a pain, but sitting legs from a back angle, so much more complex.
Yeah.
See,
You gotta fold them, you gotta know when to hold them, gotta know when to fold them.
I've been corrupted by Rooster Teeth and then, of course, Metal Gear Solid. So every time I hear that, it either goes just to suffer or one of life's great mysteries, isn't it? Why are we here?
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing with Red versus Blue.
They're both good. They're both good, but I decided to take a slight stab at the Red versus Blue, but also kind of with the events. So we have Circuit and Creature up in heaven.
Why is Creature in heaven?
That's the joke. That is literally the joke. Why is Creature in heaven? So he asked a simple question: Circuit, why are we here? And I responded, well, I did that sacrifice in that video series, and you probably because you weren't in the series. Because Creature never got a character made in Soul Calibur, he's just already dead. So
Chaos, you now have a glove thrown down, not meaning to have the glove.
I am not throwing a glove down. It still says, okay, Chaosikai, yeah, the website, we had to load up a backup of the website earlier, before the show. So, yeah, it still has the old information on it. We basically were scrambling just to get the IRC chat working.
Also,
Yeah, it's been throwing a lot of issues.
Yeah. And, of course, Creature immediately responds with, I mean, why are we sitting here? Didn't you have a date? And I can only respond one way. I miss meat burritos.
Same.
We're in pony heaven. You're not going to find meat burritos. Steak burritos, ham burritos, chicken burritos.
Philly burritos.
Yeah, or all of the above. Surf and turf burritos. Land, air, and sea burritos.
Yeah, hopefully you can get some of those burritos in Soul Calibur heaven.
Yeah.
You know those midnight 24-hour gas stations, those mystery burritos you can get.
Yeah, mystery meat burritos. Okay,
You never know what we're gonna get, but it's gonna be interesting nonetheless.
all right, Ponyman 64. Yeah, I know. Ponies eat chicken, and there are reports that horses have eaten chicks as they're eating grass on the ground. They literally don't care.
Yeah, well, they just need the extra protein. They're
Yeah,
not above eating meat.
they're not above eating it. They just tend to eat grass. It's just to add to the joke. It's just to add to the joke, like what
It's
happened.
their side diet.
It's basically the joke of what happened. And I just realized I forgot Creature's tail. I forgot to finish Creature's tail.
Yep, you forgot the red in the center.
Oh well. I tried.
Yeah.
You know, the fact I got this far with it is a miracle in itself.
This is being red.
Done awesome. Don't let anyone say otherwise.
Oh, I'm not gonna let. I know I drove myself crazy on this one, but I'm okay. I'm okay with the results I have.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
mean, I wish I spent a little more time with Creature. I got kind of a little hunchback thing going on, and yeah, the tail, like I don't,
good. Hunchback, a creature dom.
Alright, so horses are not entirely vegetarians, or neither are deer. I don't know if there's a full vegetarian animal, to be honest.
There are.
It's just because it's by another category that I forgot what it's called.
Anyway, well, I mean, there are full vegetarian animals. Okay, I'm walking away from this one. I'm obviously I'm barking up a really bad creek here. Rabbits. Let's go ahead and move on. So anyway, so that's the joke here. Obviously, I was also working on both using reference materials. I actually had a bunch of reference materials hidden in the corner here, and just trying to draw in different poses and make it look plausible. And of course, catching up on other things. We do have, I don't recall, yeah, we didn't get Toa's last week, so here's Toa's from last week's.
I actually drew him in a sleeping corner in Deep Rock Galactic.
Yep. And he even included the epic beard. And of course, we do also have a few other entries. Kasakai through the Princess Celestia of Soul Calibur 6.
Damn, she looked pretty.
By the way, just to quickly add in there, Kasakai was asking for thoughts and essentially a review of the series. Honestly, I thought this series was pretty good. It definitely kind of shows the first attempt at something like that, but it also shows that you put in a lot of work. You made sure the characters all had different elements that reflected who they are as their OC. You put in a few silly jokes. You put in an actual script there, and even slid in images, graphics, animation elements.
Yeah, it was very well done, including that little tidbit that Circuit might die.
Admittedly, the whole thing felt extremely a fan fiction, but I guess that's kind of the point. It really was fan fiction, but that's not a bad thing. It is what it is, which is it's a good thing.
It's a Soul Calibur universe, alternate universe.
Yeah. And of course, Kasakai also put in this image as a Circuit in the afterlife.
Oh no, so, Circuit died.
I can't help but feel like this is kind of a slight apology after all the joking I made about him killing me off after that.
Looks like you played your cards right.
Yes, he did.
Either that, or I'm about to get slapped at the altar, and I don't. No, I'm not making that. Enough of the jump joke.
I can accept that somehow you ended up happy.
No, I will not accept happiness.
I will. Happiness is the enemy, don't you see?
Happiness sucks.
No, this is just moments before the EMTs get there and pull out the defibrillator and shock him right back into his own body.
No. You know that meme that's been going around, like, please take your medicine? And then all just
better yet. No, this is a few lines later. It's just like, Circuit, do you take Twilight Sparkle even though you'll never have another meat burrito? I just stared blankly. Oh no! I didn't want to commit to this.
Also, I'm
reserved on this.
I like my Twifu, but I also like meat burritos. How could you make me choose?
saying
Does
it?
seem
Look
along
at
the lines
the
of something
answer is
chat
simple.
spam would say.
Pick the girl.
But I want the girl with the meat burrito.
Can we have
Again,
both?
I am trying so hard not to go for
I want the girl. I want the girl to greet me at home in bed with a burrito at her side.
Let's move on because phrasing.
Oh, good goodness, Suki's not paying attention. He would run away forever with this. And we got this one. I know. Okay, Toa, I'm not gonna lie. I know what you want to do. What you're doing with this. I'm still gonna make the joke anyway. I can't tell if you're trying to pour one out or if you're just about to smash a beer bottle over my grave and laugh. Here's a Bud Light, here's a Bud Light, you motherfucker.
Drink up, motherfucker.
This is the cheapest. This is the cheapest beer I could find in the store.
I was gonna be nice and be like, "This is your favorite beer," and after that, we're gonna pour some of your best mead on you. But
No!
Malort.
Yeah, no, you're just pouring Malort. It's just like, here, this is all you deserve. You just deserve Malort.
Hey, Malort's fun.
A light beer. Oh my god, it's a light beer.
Again.
Oh my
You
god.
know
Okay.
the intention's not evil or misguided.
I get it. Okay, really quickly. Everybody keep laughing. I gotta go get some ibuprofen. I've actually kicked up the headache again. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, again, it was one of those things of I'm just going to do the pour one out because I know he loves his alcohol.
I think it would have come across a little better if there was something actually flowing out.
Yeah.
Because as it is, it's just you're holding an empty bottle.
Or have a text bubble saying, "Okay, I've poured it all. Here's the drink to you circuit," showing it pour out and
But
considering
I finished this not like a minute or so before I started on the content creation, I say pretty good considering I also decided, you know what, I need to have a nicer background than just a solid color.
Okay, got a few. I got a critique and a few other jokes. Critique.
Go for it.
Critique. In all honesty, if you wanted to make it actually look like you're pouring one out, you probably should have actually had the beer pouring out.
Yeah,
Right now, it just
That's what
looks
I
like.
said.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like you're holding up an empty bottle just to mock me. It's like, I drink all of this for you. Another joke. I shouldn't be sitting
in your honor, man.
No, yeah, another joke. I shouldn't be sitting back there with my back turned. Like, I should be like raising my hoof at him, facing him with an angry scowl, just like, you idiot! Just bring it up here. Why are you pouring out good beer?
I ain't dead yet.
I'm dead, not stupid.
Unable to,
I can't drink it out of the
realize you're
ground.
dead, so you're still complaining that there's beer being poured out.
It's kind of like the Dragon
I
Ball
can't
Z,
drink beer down there. Get up
thing.
here, you idiot!
Like, Toa, I'm dead, but I'm not dead. I have a halo on top of my head.
No, just like, I can't drink it out of the ground, you idiot. Get it up here.
I'm really dead.
Just because of time, because I want to put Creature up there as well, just to have a reference to your image, but I decided against it.
Creature left when he realized I wasn't going anywhere. I missed my meat burrito.
All in fairness,
I
I
missed
did
my
the
fry
exact same thing
burrito,
to your
man.
character because it did put white in your tail.
Yeah.
Also, I not too long ago, before the show started, I posted a story. I don't know if it's in the show notes yet or not.
Nope. In fact, I was just pulling it up just now. So everybody, we also have the story as mentioned.
It's kind of like a semi-continuation of a Chaos Akai's universe story, but
Also, actually, you also remind me of one other thing I need to throw out here real fast. And this is probably something I should have done more at the top of the show, but I actually forgot. I'm not gonna lie. So Discord has made a recent change in how they're doing hosting images on the site. Now, apparently, images will still be able to get swapped from Discord to Discord without a problem. However, when you're getting a link to them to post onto other websites and things like that, apparently that link will only work for maybe a few months, and then it won't work anymore.
oh,
So
Yeah, I have been noticing that.
So yeah, the big reason I'm bringing that up is just so if you do want me to be able to post these things into the show notes so people can read them, until time immemorial, or until the internet AI kills the entirety of the web and we don't have it anymore and we go back to the Stone Age. You probably will need to actually upload it onto a site of some sort, like a Tumblr or like the Google Doc here, things like that. And that I can host into the notes. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to just grab the Discord link because, once again, it will not last very, very long. And that would kind of defeat the purpose of showing off created content.
It's one of those things. Have I been neglecting my DA account, but life's been too busy?
Yeah, keep neglecting the DA account. Put it on a Tumblr. Save yourself the grief of not getting your stuff AI. You know what? Never mind. I'm moving on that one. Soul Calibur.
After that, if they want the MS Patriots, they can try.
Anyway, Soul Calibur. Let's go ahead and read the DM story. Life's question, afterlife's answer.
You got a lung.
White clouds surrounded the sky.
Okay, you might have to read one of my lines, some of my lines without me, because I have to put Doggy out in the backyard.
Right, where was I?
White clouds.
White clouds surrounded the sky as birds chirped harmoniously in tune as they stood on a pair of gilded golden gates. A disturbance near the base of the metal barrier as the clouds started to drift apart. The surface area began to funnel like a mini tornado, swirling the puffy clouds upwards. Suddenly, a flash of light interrupted the cloudy serenade, dispersing the clouds even further apart. A man, dressed in a damper long-sleeve coat and lavish pants, was laid out on the floor that moments ago was concealed underneath the clouds. He lay lifeless for a few moments as the clouds started to creep towards the body, eager to hug him within its grasp, when a finger began twitching. The mysterious stranger moaned as if he was just emerging from a deep slumber. The man opened his eyes and saw the blue sky with clusters of clouds moving slowly towards him in his peripheral vision as envelop him. Huh, the man muttered as he sniffed the air. Where's everyone? The last thing I remember. 30 seconds went by when the green-clad man stood up, still sitting, positioning his arms behind him, palms sprawled out on the floor to support him. Where am I? What is this place? He surveyed his surroundings and saw nothing but clouds until he turned his head over his shoulder, gazing in awe of the massive gates. Those were some big, sorry. Yeah, I just look at those gates. As seconds passed, the man pondered and pondered until he recalled what transpired before waking up. Oh, that's right, the man muttered to himself. I died. He got to his knees and pushed himself off the cloud-cluttered floor. He looked upon the gates, and then below him, to see if he could see anything underneath him. Sure enough, he saw more sky and birds flying underneath him, cripping as they soared and glided in the air. He looked around below and noticed the sight below was cut off at the gilded gold gates towering over him. Well, the man said to himself, no point in delaying my arrival. The green-cladded man began to walk towards the gates until he heard a familiar voice off in the distance. The man turned his head from where the sound originated. To the right side of the gates he could see a figure with wings flying towards him. At first, the man assumed it was an angel coming to greet their new arrival. However, as the winged stranger flew closer, he noticed the wings were more pointed, and the flying motions resembled that of a dragon in flight from experience training with one himself. Oh shit, he went there, didn't he? He's burning alive at the end of this. Well, he's dead, so burning dead, I guess. All right.
Spirit fire.
Not knowing if the stranger was another dragon who passed away or a demon who meant harm, the green warrior gripped his blade, holding still in a battle stance, ready to strike at a moment's notice. The figure stopped their advance, floating in place, flapping their wings in place as they both studied one another. The figure spoke out again. This time, the man understood the words, and the hint of familiar he couldn't place. "Circuits, settle down! It's me!" Circuit cocked his head forward, squinting his eyes in vain to get a better look for more identifying features. I honestly feel kind of bad doing that joke voice now. Given the unknown figure's voice, he was male, and the tone was welcoming, then aggressive. The bigger head scratcher was that the stranger knew his name. He never said his name to himself when he got here, so how did he know? Circuit didn't have to wait long, as his question would soon be answered. The stranger put his hand over his eyes to get a better look. So, who wants to do it? Because now I've completely tainted this forever.
Okay. Hey, let me look.
It should still be on the screen, too.
Okay. Question answered. Better look. Ah!
The figure said to himself.
You haven't crossed over the gate yet. Wait a moment.
The dragon-winged figure began moving his wings faster. He parted the clouds, breaking the veil that obscured Circuit's vision. Circuit held his unoccupied arm to his face. As the wind died down, he saw who it was clearly. The unknown strangers weren't that of a dragon, but of a bat. Though they didn't look the same, the flight movements are awfully similar to each other from afar, or one's visions was obscured. His hands were avian claws. He wore a mail courier's uniform that said heavenly messages, and had gray-colored hair that looked all too familiar. "DM," Circuit spouted in confusion. "How'd you wind up here?" The wingman descended.
I could ask you the same.
DM retorted, landing in front of his friend. "Wait a minute, how could you tell I haven't gone through yet?" Circuit inquired.
Simple.
DM stated.
The cause of your demise isn't gone.
Circuit looked down and saw the open wound was still there. Circuit was surprised it was still there, yet thankful it didn't continue to ache. I'm pretty sure the blood splatter that was falling from the clouds, though, was probably unsettling to somebody.
Yeah, it's a little unnerving, but you'll be good as new once you fully cross over.
DM finished, explaining as Circuit touched his wound and lost himself with his thoughts on recent events.
Let's shoot the shit for a while until they're ready for you.
DM said. The pair caught up with some talk. Soon after, Circuit recounted the events that led up to his death. DM was captivated by the tale, but had a few burning questions he wanted to ask his friend.
You gave your healing capsule to Lumi instead of using it for yourself.
DM said. Yeah, Circuit stated. Lumi had to be the one to stop Princess Chat Spam. What's hard to get?
Nothing wrong about it.
DM replied.
It's just the second I knew wouldn't have used it on himself and fought by his side.
Circuit you knew is dead. Long live Circuit. Okay. Circuit crossed his arm. True. I would have done everything in my power to keep myself in the game, make sure everything went smoothly. Circuit paused for a moment and tilted his head at the sky. I had faith Lumi was up to the task. After all, I trained her myself, but... DM focused his eyes on Circuit's face as he continued his sentence, hanging on his every word. The tides of battle can change in an instant. So I gave her my capsule to ensure she'd be victorious, instead of, keeping myself alive.
Indeed.
DM retorted.
I know the feeling all too well.
Putting his hand over his right eye, this didn't go unnoticed as Circuit turned his head to see DM upon hearing his words. Mind telling me how you met your end? Circuit inquired. DM paused for a moment and dropped his hand onto his lap.
Was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
This is not answering questions, and in fact, it's making me start to come up with fan theories I don't think I like.
He tripped and fell on a spoon.
Ow, ow, no.
Okay.
Circuit was silent.
I'm more a lover than a fighter, but that doesn't mean I'm a pushover. I ran into some powerful fighters while I was making my rounds. I got close enough to overhear their plans to attack you and your student.
Circuit's eyes widened as the delivery man spoke.
I fought a foe named Toa Blaster. He was tough, but I emerged victorious. However, I wasn't so fortunate against my second opponent, Toa Wave. Blaster and Shockwave, of course.
I'll let Sakai determine the validity of this canon. His appearance was similar to my previous
Yeah,
foe.
those are the only characters he didn't
Oh.
use, so I felt free reign to use them.
Yeah,
Anyway, this is still you.
yeah,
Toa.
I'll do it. His appearance was similar to my previous foe, but he was far more skilled than I. He slashed a deep wound on my body and slashed my right eye, knocking me to my knees.
Wow, didn't kick him in the groin or anything. DM then put his hand to his chest.
Everything began to go blurry when someone appeared besides Toaway. I had trouble seeing clearly, but I could make out her clothing was green, and I remember her voice. It was clearly Princess Chat Spam. Mustering all my remaining strength, I got up and ran towards her in hopes of stopping her here and now. But Toaway jumped in front of Chat Spam and took my blades, sacrificing himself to shield her. He also impaled me with his sword for a good measure, while mine was still in its chest.
Circuit stood in silence as DM went on.
Next thing I knew, I woke up here confused and disheartened that I couldn't do more for you guys. I hadn't faith in you guys would succeed, put an end to Chat Spam's ambitions.
Makes sense why we hadn't seen you in weeks. DM, Circuit said. I and everyone else assumed your mail route changed and you couldn't visit us as much.
Yeah,
DM replied. Minutes passed as the two buds silently enjoyed each other's company, lost in their thoughts. You ever wonder why we're here? Circuit asked DM, breaking the silence.
I don't know.
DM replied.
I think about that question every now and then, but I've never seemed to find the answer.
Every now and then I fall apart. I think I might have found mine. I took Lumi in as my apprentice at the art of spearmanship because I saw great potential in her to become a great warrior someday. If it weren't for a chance encounter, Chessman would have destroyed everything we hold dear. DM looked at Circuit in puzzlement.
Where are you going with this, Circuit?
He asked. I'm saying we were meant to fulfill a purpose, and my purpose was to hold that deer. I was meant to train Lumi to put an end to the conflict. DM looked at Circuit with intrigue. And your...
And yours... basically, DM was trying to stop the other toys.
No.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
need a...
with my last breath, I tried to stop Chat Spam, but Toawave got in
No,
my way.
I know. We're trying to polish your thing here because you have intrigue, and then second says, and your efforts in slaying Toa Blaster and Toa Wave.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And your efforts in
I
slaying
should
Toa
put a
Blaster and
period
Toa Wave
there.
helped us achieve victory over Chat Spam and our foes.
You mean?
DM started to ask. Yep, Circuit interrupted. We didn't battle either of them. An uplifting smile slowly grew over DM's face. Suddenly the gates opened up, revealing several pillars and a few buildings further ahead. And a dim ambience of light shone before the structures.
Looks like she's ready to guide you through the other side.
DM told Circuit. Wait, Circuit said, she? And why aren't you over there?
You'll find out soon enough.
DM replied.
To answer your second question, I'm delivering a letter.
A letter? To whom? Circuit inquired. Someone of great importance? Oh, I'm sorry, that was you.
Nah, this is just how DM does it.
Yeah.
Someone
Sorry,
of
I
great
forgot
importance.
that. This was when I was doing it late at night, so I just forgot to do some of this.
No, it's okay. Punctuation's a pain. DM respond.
Also, remember, every line of dialogue, hit return.
DM responded as he gazed upon the envelope. The sticker seal that kept it closed had an infinity symbol.
Even in the afterlife, people need messages delivered.
All right, so I think I'm ready for that beer now.
I'll never see you again, Circuit.
I'm really surprised nobody threw out Deathlight in here. It's just like, I mean, it would have been such a great story. Deathlight literally escorting Circuit. Deathlight, was I a good show host?
No. Not even the best.
Oh, you people are horrible. I love you all. All right, and with that, that is all of our entries. And wow, we got so many entries this time around. Who would have thought that my supposed death was actually caused such a result?
See, I want to see a story of just like a character walking in, like, what the hell are you guys doing? And just shows them all around a table, and Circus sitting there crying like, my character died.
I'm dead. No, he's just sitting there. He's got a beer in hand, just like half drunk. I'm dead. And it wasn't even a great death. I basically got Goku'd.
I pretty much tripped on a spoon.
No, I tripped on a spork.
All right. Anyway, okay. I'm guessing Toa is already throwing in here. So we got the picker wheel up. It's our chance to do our next challenge of the week. Everybody gets a prompt that they can throw into our picker wheel. We'll take every prompt. Everybody gets one. We put them all into the nice little wheel here and give it a spin. And what we come up with will be our prompt for next week's challenge for artistic interpretation. Of course, as you saw, we do everything from art to writing to interpretive dance to making jokes at our expenses. But everybody gets one. You just have to put it into the chat room. And please put in more or else death of the character is already doing... I'm paying attention, I swear. Okay. Alright, I actually like that. And actually, it does sound like you were paying attention then, so... Yeah. Japanese Spider-Man. Wow, that's a random one.
I can do Leopardon.
Okay, Japanese Spider-Man. Beer. Drowning One's Sorrow. And stuff.
Yeah, but those on YouTube, you can easily add to this as well.
I mean, anybody who can get to any chat room.
Really? I can log into my old AIM chat rooms and get to put it there?
Into any chat. Well, I mean, if you could get into your old AIM chat room, all kudos on you. But I mean, any that are on the show here that I can have access to.
If you can get your AIM chat room to somehow connect to the Twitch chat, sure.
Or better yet, if you could get your AIM chat to work, get to me about the Yahoo groups that used to exist.
That'd be really funny. Somehow I get like, hey, I got the AIM to connect. All of a sudden, the entire Twitch chat is just a bunch of ASL.
Oh god, that takes me way too far back.
Oh god.
All right, any other entries? We're gonna go ahead and get this rotation going here very soon. Going once. Going twice, technically.
Do you want to shuffle them?
Of course I'm going to shuffle them, but I want to get as many as we can in here first, and then we shuffle and spin.
No, I understand.
Wait,
that.
Circuit. Wait, before you spin, I dare you to put ASL on the list.
You know what? You know what? Dare take, and I will absolutely do that. We'll just put ASL. We'll put that as mine. We'll put it as mine. All right. Shuffled and spin.
Oh, and you did put the slashes in there.
Yeah.
I've been that time. Wow, that's dark. Drowning One's Sorrows. Oh my god, where are we going with this? All
I
right.
just had a cat run right past me.
Beautiful.
Across my lap.
Yeah,
But-
and I'm having two kitties over here running and chasing each other right now.
Okay, so
Okay.
apparently we're coping with tragedy the same way that anybody who is you know what, pretty much anybody, because TV just tells us that all we have to do is drink to cope with tragedy. We don't do anything constructive and useful.
And tough it out, man it up. That's how you do it. Bury your emotions deep.
And make sure and drink the cheapest, crappiest beer you can find. Drink the stuff that Pabst beer makes you wonder what the hell are you drinking. Anyway, we also have the Process Initiative Challenge to follow up with that.
I'm trying to figure out how to word it properly. So I'm thinking like quarterly reports, annual reports.
It sounds like annual report. I think it's like I think both are actually pretty good. I've gotten both quarterly reports and annual reports at my work. Let's see. Progress reports.
Prepare your annual report.
Prepare your annual report. Okay. Wow, that is such a horrible power team there. Drowning One Sorrow and the Process Challenge and prepare your annual report. My God, what have you done?
This is what happens
Joy.
when you forget about it, and then you get a reminder.
Drink it away.
Then you get a reminder on your phone saying, from your boss saying, "Remember annual report?" Or our annual reports are tomorrow, so you had to spend all night getting it ready.